Well, it's been 1 year now since an enormous wall of mud came crashing through this backyard. It took months for the mud to be removed, and still Miss Dion can't live in the home she calls her sanctuary. Every time rain is in the forecast, Dion Perrineau gets a chill up her spine.
So this atmospheric river that's coming has my stomach in knots.
It takes her back to last February, when the hillside behind her home came crashing into her bedroom. A thick wall of mud, 8 feet high, she says, covering her entire backyard and seeping into the drywall throughout her home. Ensuring there'd be no mold cost her $160,000, and it took months and another $60,000 to remove the mud.
2 guys, 6 weeks, 6 days, 9 hours a day.
Today, almost exactly a year later, Dion is still homeless.
It's just, all gone.
Still unable to move back into her house that in many areas has been stripped down to its foundation with no floors. She says her insurance company told her it doesn't cover moving soil, leaving Dion to spend her entire savings trying to salvage the home she purchased herself 25 years ago.
It's been really excruciating because I'm a loner. And so my house was like my family. I could go from room to room. And I had a wall full of books that I could open up at any time and read or watch television. That has been really hard for me to just not be able to relax.
It's a familiar restlessness among many residents after the devastating wildfires made fire-stricken areas across LA County particularly prone to mudslides and debris flow. FEMA says 90% of all natural disasters in the U.S. involve some type of flooding. Yet here in California, insurance consumer watchdog Carmen Baldwin says mudslides and flooding are often separate policies not covered under your standard homeowner's insurance.
But it's a real burden for consumers to have to buy 5 different insurance policies. And that is what we recommend you do in order to protect against these risks. But it's not easy.
Carmen says if a mudslide occurs as a result of these wildfires, insurance will likely cover the damage. But in most other cases, mudslides, earthquakes, and flooding are all separate policies. It's a heartbreaking reality for Dion, who has no idea how she's supposed to foot this bill.
I don't want the last years of my life fighting to get my house back. And it's hard. That's hard, but I try not to live there.
Instead, living with hope and a friend, refusing to lose faith that she'll one day be able to move back into her sanctuary.